Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another day of 30 days of Diva. If you don't know, I am Achai and I am posting every day in this particular month September because on 17th of September it's my birthday and this is a birthday edition which I am doing. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. Now before starting the video, there are a couple of things which I want to clear. It is raining outside and you might hear the sounds of rain. I can't help it guys. I literally cannot help it. And yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you guys. Now let's move ahead with this particular video. It is literally so hot outside. In fact, it is raining, but it is really hot inside. The weather outside is so pleasant, but I just cannot keep my door open, otherwise the noise which was coming out from outside couldn't help it, and I had to, pull all my hair back. My face might look a little bit weird, but please, I promise you guys that at the end of the video it will look put together. Now let's get started with today's video. So today I am going to review this foundation. This is the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and this is meant to be for oily skin type, and this is how it looks like. Now I must tell you that I have been using this foundation. I think it's been more than 5 to 6 months. Last I think I bought it during February or March. I don't even remember. Or last year. Actually, I really don't remember when I got it. But I always wanted to do a review of this particular foundation, but never got the chance of actually doing the review. So I thought today is the day I should sit down and talk to you guys about this particular foundation, because foundation reviews are one of the loved videos on my channel. So I thought, yes, let's do it. Also, I have four of my favorite foundations and I am going to swatch them side by side just for the shade reference. So yeah, let's get started with this particular foundation first. Now this is how the packaging looks like. It has this pump packaging going on with this particular lid, which is of plastic of course, and the shade which I use is, my shade is caramel in this particular foundation, and on their website I have seen that this particular color, the color caramel, it falls under the pink undertone category, and it has an olive undertone, which they have, they have written that thing in the website, but my views are different on this one. First, let's do a foundation shade reference, and then I am going to try out this foundation for you guys. I'm going to swatch it right here. Yep. So I feel that this particular shade is really good for my skin tone, because it has this golden undertone, although they call it olive undertone, but what I feel is that it has a lot more golden undertone, and it does not have pink undertone. No, I don't think so it has pink undertone. Now I am NC42 in MAC Studio Fix, so I'm going to swatch this particular shade also. uh, yeah, right behind where I have swatched this particular NYX foundation. Now here is this particular foundation which is from MAC. This is my shade reference in MAC. This is MAC NC42, and what I feel is that it is a lot more goldeny, and it is a lot more on the orangey side, if you can see. Yeah, it has an orange undertone along with lots of golden in this. So yeah, this is what the MAC NC42 looks like. Now let's move ahead towards the Maybelline 24 Hours Superstay Foundation, and my shade in this one is golden. Now again, this has a really good shade match, I feel. Now let me swatch it right here. So this is the Maybelline 24 hours full coverage foundation. Now what I feel is that this MAC shade and this particular shade, they look quite similar, but as you can see here that this NYX shade, it is just matching with my skin tone. And if you see, this is again, it has a lot of goldeny undertone, but nothing is as golden as this one. Yeah, the MAC one. Now I'm going to swatch PAC HD Liquid Foundation in the shade 2.0. Now again, this is one of my favorite foundation. Like all these four foundation, they are my favorite, and now I'm going to swatch it right here. This is the PAC 3.0. Now if you see, this is more towards yellowish golden color, but this also matches my skin tone quite nicely, what I feel. And this does not oxidize, while if I talk about this one, which is this Maybelline Superstay one, this oxidizes a lot on my skin. But then the color sun beige, it does not suit me, so that's why I had to pick the golden shade. It was the last one, which is this one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Now this is in the shade Warm Sand. Although praline would have been a really nice match for NC42, but nonetheless this is also quite, I like this particular shade match as well. I like this shade also. So I'm just going to swatch it right here. Yeah. So if you can see, this is Too Faced foundation. Now it is a little bit darker for my skin tone, but still I feel that it is fine. Now you can see all these shades, they match me really well, and this NYX shade match me to the dot. Yes, this particular foundation, it matches me to the dot. It just, mixes with my skin tone and it looks so good. This is what shade reference were. Now let me go and quickly wash my face and come back and let me talk about this particular foundation in detail. Just talking about the packaging, although it has a very good pump packaging, but what I feel is that the pump of this particular foundation, it does not work properly. Sometimes it just stops working, and then it gives me the hardest time of my life to squeeze out this product. So that is my only concern with the packaging. Now it retails for 1300 rupees for 30 ml of product, and I know it is pricey. The price range is not too high. Like, I won't call this a high end price, because I have Too Faced and it retails for 2700, and this MAC Studio Fix also it retails for 2700, somewhat 2700. But the price point of this one is middle range, what I feel. In fact, it is costlier than the MAC one, and the PAC one, and obviously the Maybelline one. So that's what the pricing is about. Now the amount you are getting is normal. It's not something you are getting over the top. 30 ml is quite a nice amount of product. Now coming to its actual texture. So if I talk about the texture, let me just squat out a little bit here on my back of my hand. Now if I talk about the texture, it is very very lightweight. It is very lightweight. It is very creamy in texture. You can see. So it is not like the PAC foundation, because PAC foundation, what I feel, is a little bit heavy, but the texture of this one is so nice. I can't even tell you guys. Literally, I love the texture of this particular foundation. Now let us try it on our face. So on one side I'm going to use this particular brush, which is by Foolsy, and on one side I'm going to work with a beauty blender, which I always do. Let's not waste this product. Let me just take out this product on the sponge and start applying on this particular side. That's not going to work, so we have to take a little bit more. So this is one pump of this particular foundation. Now I'm going to spread it out on my face. Now, as I told you, it is such good texture. Now I have already moisturized my face using Squalene. Please excuse me, I have a little bit of breakout here. I never break out, but then I tried this Sugandha, one of the Sugandha niacinamide serum, and guys, it broke me out. So, yep. So let me just blend it with this particular beauty blender. As you know, in all my videos, I like to do that. Okay, so it gives a very natural finish. What I feel is using this beauty blender, but it also covers any kind of redness. I had this breakout and it was turning red. In fact, I have a little bit of pigmentation also here, but what I can see is that it is covering all of my pigmentation and everything. So it does a pretty good job in covering up all my pigmentation and everything. And the texture is also so lightweight. Like if I talk about Maybelline Superstay, I feel that the texture is so heavy. So I have also squatted out a little more, because I feel you know, if you want to have a good coverage, then you have to have 1.5 pump of this particular product. You don't need much. Now I'm going to buff this out using this brush. Okay, so here is the finish with the brush. What I feel is that yes, brush gives it a little bit more finish. Now I love using this foundation with my brush because it just blends so nicely. It is the most prettiest, you know, blendable foundation what I feel, and it does not crease and whatsoever. Now it is going to settle down on my face. I have to give it a little bit of time, and yeah, it does not sit on your dry patches or whatsoever. Now what I'm going to do is I'm also going to use this one as concealer. Let's see how much it is going to cover up my under eyes. So yeah. Okay, so it does a pretty good job in concealing the under eye dark circles, and it does not crease whatsoever. So if you can see, I haven't applied any powder yet, and it has covered quite a lot of my face. And the best part is that it is not giving me any type of what should I say, flakiness, and it is not feeling as if I have applied a lot of makeup. No, it is not feeling like that. Although this particular foundation, it is in 14 shades, but what I feel is that this particular shade, it is more towards golden undertone. So I feel that on the website it is a little bit misleading, what I feel, because I have sort of golden undertone and I can use olive undertone as well, but then what I feel is that this definitely has golden undertone. So if you are NC42, you are going to love this particular foundation because it is going to sit on your face quite nicely. Yeah, and it is not even clinging to my dark patches or whatever. Now I sweat a lot around this particular area, and I can see that yeah, I have started sweating right here, right on my nose, because these are the things where I sweat a lot. And talking about my pores, my pores are not that visible, and little bit of my pores which is here, it is visible. Other than that, it is doing a pretty good job in, you know, hiding up my pores and everything. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off my full face of makeup, and then I'm going to give you guys my final opinion about this particular foundation. So yeah, and I'm also going to leave some check-ins for you guys so that you guys know how it looks after some time. Okay guys, this is how my face looks like after a full face of makeup. What I can see is that my this zone is so sweaty, and I don't have any oil on my face, and all the makeup products, they have just Like they're sitting so nicely on my face, if you can see. And here I am sweating as usual, and I have a little bit of shine here. And I did set my face with powder, with a little bit powder of this one. This powder I used, and what I feel is that it is looking so good, super good on my skin, and it is almost 5 hours. So what I feel, it looks pretty nice. Now if you are oily skin type, it will look good on you, but you have to powder down your face. If you are dry skin type, guys, this is not going to dry your skin out. It is going to look phenomenal on your skin. Like it is suitable for, I think, all the skin types. So if you're a dry girl, dry skin type girl, then you moisturize your face pretty well, and then you can try and use this one. So regarding my recommendation, I recommend you this particular foundation 100%, because I have my heart on this foundation. All the other foundation, and this one is my favorite after the Too Faced one. Amazing, amazing. If you are looking for some good foundation and you don't want to spend more than 1500, then this is your thing. Go and get it. That is about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see this particular makeup, you can go to my Instagram, because I have done this particular makeup on my Instagram. I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, you guys take care, and I love you guys a lot.